Hello everyone, it's Storyline, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about this story that I first saw on Paris Milan's community tab post, and is I'm not sure of her name, but maybe her name is Sade. Her Twitter handle is out of the box one, and this happened, I believe, maybe July 23rd or July 22nd, one of them, probably July 23rd. And it says, this morning at approximately 12:15, a man sideswiped me on the freeway, pulled over for what I thought was a routine information exchange, but instead he, put hands on her instead. And I'm giving out $5,000 in cash for any information leading to his arrest. So she's gonna say what happens, but I'm gonna cut it off right up until the time that she has the clip of him actually putting hands on her. This is ridiculous.
Assaulted during a hit and run. I hit my car, got out of his car, and assaulted myself and one of my friends. Please help us find the man that's on this video. I don't know, I'm at a loss for words, so please share this video so that way we can figure out who this is so we can deal with him accordingly.
So last night when I went to check her page, I saw that they got him. Thank God. This is ridiculous. I mean, this is some foolishness. This is some evil. This don't make no sense. But they got him. So, because everybody was retweeting this, they put this on TikTok. I mean, a lot of people was talking about this because this didn't make no sense at all. Come on. I mean, what is he really mad about? You ain't mad about no side swipe, no whatever. What are you really mad about? And then you taking your madness and your aggression on this young lady that had nothing. And it doesn't matter. I've heard people say, oh, maybe she was doing this. Maybe she was saying that. It don't matter, okay? That doesn't warrant for you to put hands on somebody. You got in an accident and exchanged information. So his name is Jaleel Sheehy, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. He was arrested, probably was arrested yesterday on an arrest warrant for misdemeanor assault and charged with another count of misdemeanor. So they gave him a misdemeanor, which is like a slap on the wrist. And like I tell you guys, this slap on the wrist, a lot of people feel is like, a slap in the face or whatever. But these slap on the wrist are setups. Because in reality, when you do something wrong the first time, the punishment should be of a great consequence. So most of the times to deter that behavior. That's why you get a harsher sentence. But now they give a slap on the wrist to set them up. But this is the thing. It's like the justice system is, in a sense, wants to sacrifice certain lives when they give these light sentences. And most of the time is at the expense of a child's life or a woman's life. And most of the time, as we know, it's a black child or a black woman. And that's the truth. And people like this, you have to be aware of them, especially if you're going to date them. People who have committed, some people, we've made mistakes in life. You probably got in trouble. You went to jail or whatever. But sometimes you have to know, when you got in trouble and then maybe they give you a slap on the wrist, maybe you went to jail. What did you learn? Are you still committing crimes? Because you need to know these things, because sometimes in this life, you may end up being the crime that put this person away. And when they give these people a slap on the wrist, keep on giving them a slap on the wrist, they keep on doing stuff that, hey, they need to be locked up. But for the crime that they don't want them to stay in jail or prison for a year, 2 years, 5 years, because that's not a lot of money. But when they put away for 25 years to life, 30 years, or a life sentence, then that's when they really make money on them. So all these slap on the wrist, all these slap on the wrist, and then eventually the person, most of the time people don't get it because they keep on doing crimes, because they get arrogant and emboldened. They don't get it. They say, hey, I got a chance, let me change my life around. Nope. They keep on continue, and then when I was growing up, they say a liar is a thief and a thief is a murderer. That's what they used to tell us. So eventually you're going to do something that's going to get you hemmed up. But it shouldn't be at the expense of me. Which most of it shouldn't be at the expense of me. It shouldn't be at the expense of another young woman or another young child. But most of the time, this is what happens. That's why you need to know what to do in these situations, how to detect these people. And sometimes when you encounter these people, you have to move strategically, because people may say, oh, that's why you should bear arms and stuff like that. But there's a situation that you're in. This is a shocking situation. You would never think something like this would happen with like a fender bender, in a sense. So sometimes the fear is, sometimes we don't understand fear and shock. Sometimes you know what to do, but you can't do it because fear has overtaken you. Shock has overtaken you. You may have the fire right in your bag, right in your car, and you can't even think. You can't even think logically. Or sometimes you don't think logically, and you just go on you off your emotions, and then it turns bad on your side. That's why certain stuff. Now we see, if you get in fender bender with certain people, don't even step out your car until the police come. Obviously, because you don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know. And I want to know how if he has a mother or whoever raised him. Well, then that's not raised. Whoever let him grow up, because this is not somebody that was raised. This is somebody that grew up. For you to put hands on somebody for a fender bender. But then again, that we have a generation of certain men now growing up, just because you don't want to respond to the advances, they want to take you out. So even this is a slap in the face, in a sense, what they charge him with, a misdemeanor. But it's a setup, because if he don't deal with whatever demons that he's dealing with, he's going to continue down the road of criminal activities. And I don't know if he has a girlfriend, if he has a baby mama, if whoever dealing with him, you need to run away. And I'm so sorry this happened to this young lady. I never would have thought, even I never would have thought something like this would have happened. But now look at the times that we're living in. We're living in a time that people just don't see people as people anymore. They're devoid of human affection, like the Bible said. They don't see people as people. They see people as objects that need to be disposed of. So that's why you have to be very careful how you move in these last days. And I'm so sorry. I hope, and hopefully, when stuff like this happens, it's so difficult to, even though not all black men are like that, but it's so difficult when you see stuff like this happen. But hopefully that this was this young black man that did this. Not all black men are like that. Not all men are like this. But it's this lost and confused and evil. I don't even know what words to use, even though I use a lot of words. But hopefully she finds a healing and she gets justice. Even if it's not from the courts, but hopefully she gets justice some way, somehow. I'm not talking about no street justice. But this is what I always say. I'm not talking about street justice, but no matter what you do in life, before you close your eyes, you're going to pay for it. What you sow, you will reap. That's why a lot of people, the street going to get them, stuff like that. No matter what you do in this world, especially if you do something to somebody that it was not even warranted, even if it was warranted, no matter what you do in this life, you will reap what you sow. That don't have nothing to, that's not only talking about money. Oh, I saw 100, I'm going to get 1,000. No. Whatever you sow, you will reap. So be careful the seeds that you're sowing out there, because very soon you're going to reap a harvest and you can't get from it. Because we could decide to do whatever we want to do, but the consequences, you don't get to decide to use the consequences, and the consequences will always get you where it's going to hurt. So that's all I have to say on this situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.